just overall performance of the team and how you guys finished pretty well second half.
Wasn't the typical great offensive night we usually have shooting. We actually didn't shoot it that good, but we kind of played better defense this game than we probably have in a few other games. So I think that kind of helped us.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you guys had like 6 guys average double digits, and I think there's only a couple a day, but you still shot like 50% or more. And just found a different way to win. It's important, isn't it? Just find different ways to win because every game's not gonna play out the same way.
Yeah, I feel like we was in a lot of games like this last year when we was on the wrong end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we did a better job today of responding. We were pretty much up 10 for a while, maybe like the first 8 minutes of the second half. Then we got a few defensive stops and kind of busted open a little bit down the stretch, and we just stayed solid defensively.
Obviously, it's nice to start 2-0 in the conference. As opposed, I think it was your 0-2 last year. So you just talk about the importance of starting well. I mean, there's a long way to go, but it's nice to get the 2 wins early and be off on the right track.
Yeah, any win is important, but just to start off our conference season 2-0, we're going to have a long week of practice in preparation for the next 2 games, and hopefully we can get 2 more on the road.
Rek, how did you think you guys played today? It was a very different game from what you've been playing.
Well, I didn't think, like Mo said, I didn't think we would talk about defense being how we won the game this year, or win a game this year, at least with the way the first few games have gone. But I thought our trapping, our rotations contributed to them missing even some open shots. Because they did get some open threes that they had pretty good looks at that didn't go down. But we didn't give up as many layups. I mean, we outscored them in the paint, and that hasn't been the case. We out-rebounded them by 10, which hasn't been the case. We still have more rebounds than our opponents, but against Wayne State, getting out-rebounded by 10, that was one of the things that we talked about. Our offensive efficiency wasn't good because of the 15 turnovers. Our actual field goal percentage was better than our average, but it just seems like, it's a struggle when you got to give them some credit too. But that's very uncharacteristic of us to have 15 turnovers. One of the things we've done really well this year is take care of the ball, and we had too much where we're catching and trying to make a move, especially in the first half, off the dribble. And I think we had 9 turnovers in the first half, 6 in the second half. We settled down a little bit, and there was a couple turnovers late when we were holding the ball that they got hands on. But overall, I was pleased. It was an ugly game where there really didn't seem like there was a whole lot of flow. And like Mo said, we struggled winning those last year. And I think the sign of a team that has a lot of potential, or a good team, is you find a way to win. And not only that, we were able to extend it on a game like this, and usually we don't. And we talked about playing almost to their level on some of the turnovers. Then we were a little careless with the ball, and some of the decisions we made, especially in the first half, a lot better in the second half. And we got some really good basket cuts when they had to pick up the pressure on overplays and layups, and that contributed our 60% from the field.
With all that said, bottom line, you're 2-0, and you defended your home court like you said you want to do. You have to do, really.
If you're going to win championships, I don't care what level it is, conference championships, you have to win them at home. And like we talked about last week, it's early, but if you drop a game, there's no way of getting that back. You always have that loss in that column. And as long as this team keeps looking at it as one game at a time, I mean, you don't go undefeated in a league with 8 or 16 games at once. It's one at a time. And the better we get at looking at each individual possession offensively and defensively with a sense of urgency, the better chance we have of having continued success.
Mo, this is quite a bit different team this year. A lot of new guys, pretty talented guys. How you like this group, and you can talk about your role as leader and what you did in the offseason to make up your game even more.
I did a lot, just not basketball-wise, but just me trying to get to know everybody, and everybody reacts different to different things. So I just try to have not too tight of a relationship, but a relationship to where I can talk to everybody on the court and off the court, just to, you know what I'm saying, see where their head's at. And even when I get on guys, they know I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't mean no harm, but you know what I'm saying, it's all for the good of the team. And I just tried to work on my game just to be more consistent myself. That way I can lead by example and not just get on them if I'm not doing the things right either.
It's gotta feel good having so many more options, so many more guys that can finish to feed the ball to, isn't it?
Yeah, because we got kind of a different team than we had last year, because we had Will last year who was like a security blanket in the post, and this year we have a team full of guards and even new guys. We got Zach, he plays well for a freshman, but Nick, Charlie, a lot of other guys step up and play good minutes here and there. Even I think it was the Lewis game that Sage got in, he came in and gave us good minutes for the minutes that he was out there.
Heading into the break, you have the one home game, a non-conference game before, but you won't resume GLIAC schedule till the new year. How do you like where your team's at right now?
I like where we're at. Obviously, we'd like to have a couple more wins and be undefeated, but I like how this team is growing. You know, I give Maurice a lot of credit for where this team is right now. I think our personality's different, but the way Mo has gone about his business, developing not only his game, but making others better and stepping up leadership-wise is a big reason why the mentality of this team's different than it was last year. And as long as we keep going and he's bringing others along now, I like where we are, and I like the potential where we'll be.
Thanks, guys.